I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
We are your princes of podcasting, the Primarchs of pop culture. I'm trying to do that Ernest thing he does, and I'm not doing a very good job.
Nobody
can do
like
it like
Jim Varney.
him.
I mean,
know.
Jim Varney is. We've been on record multiple times already saying this. Jim Varney is the best. No matter what he's doing.
The best one I can do is the ooh, the ew.
I'm not great at any of them, and I'm not
the only one I can
I'm not
really
gonna
do.
go on record with one of them right now. If any of you guys want to meet me in person, I might do one. I am not gonna put that record out there because I don't think I do any of them great.
I can't talk big about shit like he does. He uses all the big grand words and shit.
The huff up.
Yeah, he does it like 4 times in this movie. It's great.
But yeah, so this is Ernest Saves Christmas because we are Christmas guys.
It's Christmas.
Can you believe we're already at Christmas?
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
If you've been
Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
If you've been here for a long time, and I mean that now because this is our third
Christmas, yeah.
That's insane. You know that much like for Halloween, we find ways to just do Christmas stuff without having to
think about it.
And so, even though this is the season of loose ends, Christmas is always a loose time anyway.
So it doesn't matter.
We maybe did play extra loose this year because like the first year we were like everything is a Christmas ale, so it was just like the beer was strict. We were like we have to find specifically Christmas ale. Last year we went a little loose with it because it was Black Christmas, and so we did try to find things that matched, but we also had a couple that were just like well, it's whatever.
Anytime we don't have to think, right?
Well, it's a wonderful knife, right? Like, I mean, I
It's
don't remember what we did, but there's no way whatever it was tied in.
The candy cane one.
No, that was for the Black Christmas, which worked because he did.
Yeah, because he
stabbed a candy cane. Because I used the can. I remember this because in the picture I used you stabbing the can, because that was when I still put I superimposed us on top of the faces. Yeah, that's the only reason I know that was where the candy cane one was.
That one we connected together.
But we could have used that one for any of them, right? I think we ended up finding out there were candy cane kills in
most of them.
Every movie. But yeah, it's
you're
a wonderful
do a Christmas
knife.
murder movie. You gotta kill somebody with a candy cane.
It's a wonderful knife included, right? It was the plastic.
Yeah, Goldberg beat a guy to death with a candy cane, one of those big plastic ones.
So again, but by the time we got to It's a Wonderful Knife, it being the last one, I know it was a super loose one. But yeah, this year is the loosest of Christmases that we've done. It's not a promise that this will be the loosest. Who knows? Where are we going from here?
They're all just...
They are Christmas
themed.
Yeah, well, in this one, we're starting with maybe the loosest of them all because the name is not technically Christmassy.
I mean, the can.
No, the can
totally is.
The name isn't, and you got to give me this is not.
I mean, you can eat sugar cookies any time of year.
I know, but this, as we've already been talking amongst each other, is not necessarily sugar cookie. It doesn't taste of.
I don't get sugar cookie from it.
I get the pastry. I get the like cookie. Like they give some tasting notes, and I get a couple of them.
Maybe a Danish butter cookie.
Something
that's not
something
really
like
sweet.
That. But I don't get necessarily like I don't get Christmas sugar cookie vibes. And again, that's the part. This is where this is the loosest one because sugar cookie as a name could be a year-round beer if they wanted it to be.
If it didn't have like the little,
but
Christmas
the can
ornaments
has Christmas ornaments and snowflakes
and
presents. So if you're gonna tell me this isn't a
and there's like a candy cane stripe in the background, I didn't notice that.
So if you're gonna tell me this isn't a Christmas release, then you're wrong.
From Ellicottville Brewing Company.
I wouldn't say it's Ellie. It's probably Ellicott.
Ellicottville.
Yeah.
Brewing Company.
But I don't know. I'm not
I ain't from there.
I don't know. Someone tell us. But yeah, I know Ellicott would be a lot more of a backwoods around here type thing. For sure.
Well, I almost said Elliottville, but I'm like, no, that's not right.
Well, and that
there's a C in it.
Yeah, so this is it's our loosest. Everything from this point on is Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. Sure. This is just sugar cookie.
But again, don't look for connections with what we're watching in that. You guys, it's Christmas. We're about having fun here. Yeah. It's about Christmas. And since last year we did Black Christmas,
we killed a bunch of people.
Well, we realized we haven't got to do a lot of Christmas movies. We just wanted to talk. We're like, we both were thinking to each other, like, have we done this? And we were like, no,
not yet.
What? We didn't do that the first year? Nope.
Because we've only done one like actual Christmas year, like the
very first, and we were just again that was like 3 months in. We were green.
Barely knew what we were doing.
We were still so green at the time. So yeah, this time we're
not the battle hardened veterans we are now.
This time we're coming in and we wanted to try to, in the loose ends fairness, these are our loose ends. These aren't ones that you guys would ever have known. They're just ones where we were like, I can't believe we've not done that yet.
Yep.
And maybe one is thrown in there that's a true loose. Again, you guys, you'll find
one that's the start of a whole new set of loose ends. So, actually,
we'll have fun. Yeah. It's gonna be a fun Christmas season, guys. That's all I'm really trying to say.
I think there's like 5 or 6 of those movies.
But so, like I already said, Ernest Saves Christmas. Great beer, good time. We're gonna have a great time here. How can you not enjoy this? I was like, not enjoy this. That's not right. How can you not enjoy this? You know, like, I mean, you got or not enjoy. I don't. Whatever you got to say there. How can you, as a person, not love this Christmas movie? It's great. We all love Ernest. Jim Varney is
words
amazing.
Are hard.
I'm trying to move on. Stop going back to it. Let's just move past it. Well, I am aware I messed up. Let's go.
I was defending you.
I know, but let's go. Don't point them back to it. They've got a rewind button. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. This is forever.
They heard you say that, and they're like, if they didn't hear me, they were like, "What did he say?
What did he fuck up?" Oh.
But yeah, this is Ernest Saves Christmas. It's Ernest. We all love Ernest. We love Jim Varney. We
missed Jim Varney.
Yeah, we've been on record twice now.
Yeah,
we've done another Ernest movie, Loose End.
Yeah,
but we also have done another Jim Varney. We've done non-Ernest Jim Varney.
Yeah,
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah,
so
he's been here twice.
We love Jim Varney. He's a great guy.
I mean, but that character easily could have just shown up on any one of the other movies.
Yeah,
just done fucking Beverly Hillbillies, and one of the other ones would have been fine.
Oh, I feel like he's probably got some kind of hillbilly character.
Oh, he does in this movie, the snake handler guy.
It's close-ish. Yeah, it's close-ish. I see where he maybe drew a few... the way he holds his face is a little bit like it, for sure.
The way all these Hollywood folk want is poison.
The way he wears that style of hat, definitely.
Snake Clampett when he's fucking like 90, right?
Yeah.
Still same hat, still tore the fuck apart.
But yeah, so we don't need to talk a lot about Jim Varney, so that's gonna be nice for us because I'm sure. Well,
our audience.
Well,
knows
I want to
who he
say.
is.
I was about to say like, oh, I'm sure we said a lot about it, but I can't remember. I feel like Beverly Hillbillies might have been when we started fixing how long things were.
I can't remember.
So I don't know how much of a tangent we went on that time. And the thing is, the other Ernest one is the one we cut an hour and a half out of, because it was when we had a 3-hour long one, but we were like, we can't release 3 hours.
We talked about all the other movies in that one too. So it's like, well, I mean, we should save some shit for when we do those.
I honestly can tell everyone listening, I have no idea what we have said and what we haven't said, what you have heard us say and what you haven't heard us say, but just know we have definitely probably talked about Jim Varney a lot. Yeah. And so we definitely feel like we don't need to say a lot about him.
I feel like I even brought up his like that Shakespeare video he does where he does like Hamlet and shit, and it's great.
You did, for sure.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
I did it again. Check me out.
Well, again, I know you brought
gotta bring up the hits, right?
Listen, I know you brought it up, but I don't know if that was cut because you brought it up for Scared Stupid, because he does the Roman bit, and we're like, it was kind of like that because he does it very serious. So that might have got cut. This is what I'm telling people. I don't know. I did research for the movie. I didn't do research of our material. I didn't go back and listen to the episode.
Oh, that was so long ago too. I want to hear how bad we sound.
Again, if the first Christmas feels like a long time ago,
the first Halloween,
and we were green.
Yeah,
Ernest Scared Stupid was the first Halloween, so 2 months and a half 2 months after we started. Yeah, it was so early
we had
on.
No idea what we were doing.
We were starting to sound like we don't know what we're doing now.
Man. We're just reminiscing about good times.
But we should bring this back. Let's get back to where we are. So I will go ahead. I know we definitely did not used to talk about directors, so we did not talk about John Cherry the Third. Oh. Sometimes he goes by that, sometimes he doesn't. But John Cherry.
Oh no, dude, he has to all the time now. John Cherry the Third.
Well, we'll be talking about him a lot probably the rest of the season since we want to do our loose ends, and we have a lot of Ernest movies to go.
Yeah.
But he has directed every single Ernest movie. So again, I want to make sure we talk about him now because I know when Scared Stupid when we did not mention directors because that's not something we did yet. So I'm going to say it now, but we will definitely get to reminisce about John Cherry the Third.
We like Scared Stupid too, man. You do good work.
Many times. But he has directed all of them except for Goes to School. That's the only one that he did not direct. That's like 9 movies.
Yeah.
Well, and he directed some of the TV show that was what inspired the movies. You know, like the Hey Vern.
Yeah.
It's me, Ernest, or whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember what
the TV show. Yeah. So he did that. I want to say he might have even done some of the commercials where it started. You know, like it's one of those like I don't know who was bringing who up the fucking chain, but those two guys definitely. You know, like Jim Varney and him worked together
from the beginning,
a lot,
almost.
And on all of it.
I wonder if he was on Dr. Otto too.
I don't know. I saw the 9 other Ernest movies and was like, oh, I understand. Enough. I get it. He worked with Jim a bunch. So
that's why they all have that style too. It makes sense.
It's got that feel, that zoom into his face when he starts to do certain comedy bits. And that's probably why he did it, because he was like, this guy really gets me.
He understands
on the
my face is my acting.
They built it together too, right? Like the whole, like the way it would feel if he had been on it from the very beginning. They both probably, you know, like were like, look, I think if you do this, or hey Jim, you try it this way, and he was like, hey dude, why don't you zoom the shot in? You know, like I feel like there was probably a lot of back and forth. Vern, that was fair. I think that's gonna be a good way for us in this episode to like pull each other back when we catch the other person going too far.
You know what I mean?
Just stop and look at the other person. You know what I mean? It'll be our like wink and a nod to pull it back. I like it.
That's funny.
So yeah, John Cherry, great guy. You definitely
job. We would not have all these movies.
Well, and I promise at home you have seen.
You've seen
his
at least
work.
One of these.
You've seen his work.
No way you haven't seen at least one Ernest movie.
And if you haven't, I feel sad for you.
I mean,
I really feel sad for you.
You gotta be like a newborn. Come on, don't tell me parents aren't showing their kids Ernest anymore.
Well, now in the fairness of giving them a little bit of Ernest facts, this is and we won't go into. I know for a fact way back when I mentioned all of them because I did do that much research for us because I was shocked at how many there were. I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm not. But this is like. I will give you placement so you know where we're at. This is like the second in the long line. I want to say so. Like it was
chronology of
it. So it started with Goes to Camp as the first like big Ernest movie, and that was in '87, and this is in '88. And then so it was like 2 years, and then they did Goes to Jail, and then Scared Stupid. Again, I'm not going down the full list.
Yeah,
that's it, guys. I'm stopping there. Those
you have to wait. We have more coming.
Well, those are the ones that everybody knows the names of anyway.
The big 4.
Yeah, well, those are like the studio ones. You can start to go much past that, and you're outside of studio territory. Yeah, that's true. But this is definitely early on, so they were taking some chances on doing this movie.
This was back when Touchstone was like one of the big 3.
Well, it was
movie studios, so they had
Disney
money
was
to blow.
Putting money into things and doing their side projects like this and stuff.
Touchstone. It was nice seeing that doodly thing.
Well, and again, so many of theirs are like that's how Disney put out the things that weren't
actually
overly wholesome Disney. They were fun,
more fun. They don't have to be strictly Disney movies.
Yeah. And so like, we definitely having the kinds of family that we did growing up.
Camp Nowhere, right?
Yes.
Shit like that. I feel like it was a Touchstone.
We enjoy that especially because like that's certainly the kind of thing that we were watching and renting at grandma's house and sneaking a viewing in and things for sure. It was that type of Touchstone movie.
Good stuff.
Not actually bad, but made you feel like you were getting away with something.
Oh, grandma's not gonna like that.
And she probably actually wouldn't care.
A naughty word.
She'd probably watch it and actually be like,
it's like the kid fucking says fuck or something.
Yeah,
toward the end of the movie. Fuck you. It's like,
well, on that, this is a good transition back point. This movie caught a PG rating. And that's only notable because this is at a time where this was certainly a kids movie. Yeah. And people are like, how is...
it's a Christmas movie, too.
Ranking, like the ratings thing is like... It wasn't super defined at the time, and I mean, it's still arbitrary as fuck.
It is. I hate the rating system.
It's not as bad because certain things are like, again, if you have this swear word and it's this, like it is more structured. Back then, it was. I don't even know if I saw why it officially got it, but apparently on the publicity rounds, Jim Varney got asked about why he thought it got a PG rating, and his answer was irresponsible treatment of reindeer.
Well, if they just kind of let him wander around on the ceiling. I mean,
I know. Well, again, he just had to make something up. This was
perfectly safe.
Irresponsible
flying rain. It's not like they're gonna fall.
That was his canned response to that. Okay, let's get back into everything.
That's funny.
Our writers. This is going to be easy for us. For our listed writers, and so we have Ed Turner and B. Klein. I mean, like literally, it's
that's just a gimmick name. That's not his real name.
Well, even if here's the thing, if it's a gimmick name, usually that means you're going to find multiple things associated with that name.
Yeah.
This, and so if it's a gimmick name, somebody thought, I don't want to use my real name.
I don't want none of this.
And there's not even a connect, like, because that's the thing, like this point in Hollywood, and this movie even has one of these, so it proves this point. Even if you had done that at some point in your history, people will probably have figured out that you would honestly done it.
Smithy.
Well, but so, like people figure it out. Even when they use like the blanket names that multiple people have used, people still usually get found out. Like, hey, this was actually the guy. You know what I'm saying? And so we live in an era where
the internet will reveal.
Well, if there was someone that used it, I didn't see it.
This the one time.
It's just got this. There's no extra information about the guy. It says B. Klein, and it says.
Well, let's be kind to B. Klein and continue.
So Ed Turner, to go back to him real quick, because B. Klein was the easy one. Ed Turner is also super easy because he has only got one other credit to his name. Winner Take All. I've never seen it. It is apparently a BMX movie made in the 80s.
Ooh.
So super.
That's going to be bad. I kind of want to watch it.
I feel like it has to have Gleaming the Cube vibes.
Yeah,
right? Like he's solving a crime.
It has to be. It's like it's like a gang of BMXers, right? And then there's like a tech company.
Well, because if it was a kids movie, we 100% would have heard of it.
Like a Punks.
Well, yeah, but
it's like the same movie. They already did that movie.
But so you know what I mean? Though, like if that were an 80s BMX movie made for a younger audience, 100% we would have seen that. It's got to be something made slightly older, so Gleaming the Cube era vibes. Right. So I feel like this is, again, people feel free to call me out on this. This is just me calling gut
shooting
feeling,
from the hip here.
Shooting from the hip, gut call from just like seeing the name and knowing it's about BMXs and not knowing anything else about it, because I feel like I would know more.
Yeah.
It's got to be like a crime solve.
Yeah,
he's solving a crime. Gotta be. That's very 80s.
It is.
This teenager witnesses something he shouldn't have. He's got a friend that witnessed something he shouldn't have.
And they got to use their BMX skills to escape the bad guys.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. Again,
definitely.
Now that we're done, I'll go look this up, and I will find out.
I hope you're right. I want to watch it. That
probably will forget to report back to the podcast audience. So if you want to know, look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Tell them,
because I'll probably forget to tell you.
Yeah, I'll forget too, probably. But it sounds awesome.
I'm sure I'll remember to tell Bo. Feel solace in knowing that we will know what this movie is.
You can sleep tonight.
But so we do have one other writer. This goes back to what we were just saying about if B. Klein is a fake name. I don't know who it really is, because this movie does have a secret writer.
Oh.
But not listed. He just totally took his name off of it.
Don't want nothing to do with it.
And so that's Tom Eberhardt, so with a B. So it's like Eberhardt.
Eberhardt, but with a B.
Yeah. So it might be Eberhardt. I hate the English language sometimes.
Well,
right?
I know an Epperhart with a P.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
so, like, there's no telling exactly how his family pronounces it because we all know someone who's probably got a variation of this name.
Well, if he's from down here, it's probably Epperhart.
Yeah, it's 100%. He's probably got family members that spell it with a V and say Everhart. Like, that's the kind of Hatfield McCoy kind of shit that would happen with a name like that around here.
We don't like them Weberharts over
right,
there.
That's how it would be, dude.
Traitors.
But so he's wrote some small things, not things I expect you to know, but he is a guy who's directed a bunch of movies, and some of them pretty big, like Captain Ron, which we've talked about. We've mentioned
we need to do that one. I love that fucking movie.
I believe that's what we say every time we mention it, because I feel like we've like found multiple reasons to throw that one out, because there's good one-liners in that movie that you can throw back to from time to time. But so he is also, though, the director of, again, this is fun because this is a throwback to another movie that we didn't do this at the time for, Night of the Comet.
Yes. Our second episode?
Yes. So way before we ever thought about looking things like this up. But we were totally coming in just being like, I don't even know if either one of us were taking notes on movies.
No,
I
don't think so.
We try to go totally like off the dome about what happened. Holy crap! What a wild time!
Probably awful. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it.
Then we might have had notes. I can't.
Yeah, I can't fucking remember.
Yeah, but so it is cool to have him reference back. Yep. But no, like I said, this is one of those, like, you find it in IMDb, you find it in random trivia things. He's not credited in IMDb. He's not even like in uncredited on IMDb. You know what I mean? Like, he's just,
he didn't want nothing to do with this.
It's in the trivia information about the movie.
I gave you the idea. Leave me alone.
Well, now that you say that, that's kind of what happened here. This movie has a weird little trickle down effect that happened, and so
what executive ruined what?
Whoever was at the top.
Because you know that's what happened.
Well, it'd have been whoever, Katzenberger, whoever was at the top of like Disney at the time.
Wasn't it Eisner?
Yeah, 80s? but that's full Disney. I'm talking about, you know, like he's head of all. Like I'm talking like just like the movie division, and Touchstone would have had its own portion, but you would still call them the Disney exec because he was. Because it was a branch of Disney. Yeah, so
like an onion.
So I don't know exactly.
An onion of corruption.
But so the basically, though, it went like this: is that Eberhart had wrote a script and he pitched it, and some execs at Disney were like, "We love this movie," and he was like, "Fuck yeah, let's make this movie." And they were like,
big smile, right?
Yeah. They were like, "Great, we're glad to hear that you're on board." So what we want is we're envisioning. So we just bought up this shit down in Orlando. We want to shoot it there. I'm sure he already was like, "We got a snow scene," and they were like, "No, wait, hear us out. We get
a tax write-off if we film in Florida."
And we want to make it a vehicle for Ernest. And the guy, dude, depending on...
The Wonder Bread commercial guy.
Well, I was going to say, depending on exactly when that conversation happened, he might have just been only knowing him from the Saturday morning TV show / commercials. Because this was in 88 and camp was in 87. So if it was early enough, early enough, it wouldn't have been a big enough thing to reference.
Yes, they were probably talking about making this movie in 86. So maybe they saw a trailer for Ghost of Camp.
I don't really understand how.
I don't know how long back it takes people to be like,
it was
let's
a different process
movie.
Back then. Yeah. So I don't even understand exactly how this could have went down. But so basically, though, when they said Ernest, he said, "I'm out." The
Costco fucking commercial guy, I'm out of here.
But what's worse though is after that, they then said, "Okay, well, we want another script." And I don't know who wrote this second script. It might be one of the two people I mentioned. I don't know because they're not specific. It's not even like a screenplay story by situation.
It's just, we don't know.
It just says two names for a writer, so I have no idea. But so somebody then wrote a movie and repitched it to Disney. They retooled the original and they added Ernest as the guy that Santa was
picking as his
heir apparent.
Yeah, I like that.
I want that.
I want that one.
Somebody at Disney though was the one that was like, Or maybe it might not even. Yeah, no, it was Disney. Cherry was on record of being like, "I love this idea."
Yeah, I do too.
But somebody at Disney was like, "Nah."
Were they afraid that they couldn't do another Ernest movie or something?
They were.
It's like, well, he's Santa now.
No, they were against the idea of how much he doesn't look like Santa. They wanted to.
Because
they wanted a transition of powers to someone who we as the public would feel okay with being the new Santa. Because again, even if you put Varney in a beard,
fat suit and a beard,
I don't know if he's pulling off Santa vibes.
Yeah, not really.
His
but
face
it would have made sense, though.
I agree, and it would have made and I say the movie doesn't need that. I say we get Ernest in Ernest. Even
it's just red and green.
No,
right?
Give me a Santa suit, blue jean and tan colored.
There you go.
With the tan colored Santa hat. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me
make it the same color scheme as his ship at Santa. Yeah,
yes,
I like
that's what I want. That's.
I was gonna do his clothes, but just Santa colored.
We had the reverse ideas, yeah, or inverted ideas.
Mirror universe.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to know that movie. But so apparently that whole movie got written, and they were like, no, we need this, but we want Ernest in it still. But someone else needs to be the one.
I bet that was a frustrating ass weekend for these guys.
Well, so then again, someone then wrote what we have here, where Ernest is there,
kind of secondary.
And he definitely, if you watch this compared to other Ernest movies, he is like a secondary character. And because he's a secondary character, either they wrote it to where he's not as much of a idiot, or it's just because we're not seeing as much of him to see the extra, because again, like, even though we think of Ernest as like America's lovable idiot, it's really just that he is most of the time not that dumb, but kind of that dumb.
Yeah.
But then he has extra dumb moments, and those stand in your head. So if we're not following only him, it's really easy for us just to.
Yeah,
maybe we're just missing the extra dumb stuff.
Yeah, we didn't get any like falling into a fucking garbage truck.
Yeah. Like the tree falling off his car, which is an accident. The going in reverse is dumb.
Yeah. He turned on his emergency indicators.
He said it. It's all on my emergency
I always
lights.
practice safe driving measures when operating in reverse. I have turned on my emergency indicators.
There are certainly a lot less of those in this one than in other Ernest movies. He
does seem smarter.
Yes, he is far less of.
He doesn't even buy into Santa's shit.
No,
because like any other Ernest movie, he'd immediately been like, "Oh, you are Santa."
Tell me the guy who fought trolls doesn't immediately hear that guy and turn into a child and goo and make the face.
But no, he looks back at him like, "Oh, okay, crazy guy."
Well, it was funny because he looks back at him like crazy guy while the dude's wearing those glasses he just gave him, which were Santa. Why did he have spare sunglasses that were Santa themed
3D glasses, which are just going to give you a headache even worse than the sun?
I don't know. It was a wild thing for him to just be like, "This is what I have extra in my glove box, sir." Extra sunglasses. Sunglasses, not sun. Those were not sunglasses.
No, I mean, and they made silly ass fucking sunglasses in the 80s. You could have handed him the ones with the little like
the stripes,
the stripies.
Yeah. Could have handed him the Geordie LaForges.
Yeah, there you go.
The visor glasses.
Hand him the visor. That would have been funny as fuck.
Because it was a thing back then. Remember?
People they make in Scared Stupid. They made a Star Trek reference, didn't they?
Yeah. So, we have a lot of fun, crazy things with this Ernest and his antics, but they are just slightly
B-story.
They're B-story. They're less silly. It is very much, you can feel
he wasn't supposed to be here.
Now that I have told everybody listening,
you can kind of feel it.
You can like see it now. Like, you play it out in your head, watch it again, and you'll be like, yeah, he does kind of feel like he was just put here.
Yeah.
Like he was a guy living in the city that this story was happening in, right? Like,
you could have easily just removed him from this movie.
Now, all of that to say that this was indeed John Cherry's favorite, and that man made 9 of these or something. This is his favorite.
He wrote some of the other ones.
Wrote some of them, and he was like, Christmas is my favorite.
He just loves Christmas.
That's what I was gonna say. He's like my dad. He just had an affinity for Christmas movies, and so he was like, I love that they told me I was gonna do an Ernest one.
Ernest Christmas, I was so happy. It's my two favorite things.
So real quick, we'll hit a couple of and again, this is gonna be the stars of the movie. Very
Did any of these do anything else? I didn't recognize nobody in this movie.
So okay, here we go. Harmony Star, or
Pamela Turner.
Huh?
Pamela Turner.
Yeah, her real name. I was like, what? So we got 3 names for this person.
Right.
The actress's name. So not confuse everybody.
Yeah.
Is Noelle Parker. She has done random TV, like garbage
a good name
TV
for
appearances.
A Christmas movie though, Noelle. Come on.
Well, and she's born on Christmas.
Oh fuck yeah!
The actress is born on Christmas.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
She should have just done more. She just went to work for Hallmark and just do Christmas movies.
The biggest thing I could see, again, this is not something that people are going to know her from. This is just trying to give her credit without having to be like, well, she was in one episode of this show and one episode of this show. She was in a made-for-TV movie about the Amy Fisher story, and she played Amy Fisher.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
But again, like that was at a time where there were probably like 12 Amy
those,
Fisher made-for-TV movies.
Like 8 documentaries going.
So several other girls were Amy Fisher at the exact same time.
Yeah.
So I mean,
because it was kind of a big deal.
Yeah. So I mean, it is something. It is something. But that's
We're not trying to say that you didn't have a career is all.
Yeah.
It was like you had one. You did way better than we did.
But for our audience, I can't. You were great in this movie.
You just feel like a dick being like, you're like, oh, you were in one episode of this, like you're like
exactly.
8, even if it's like 10 of them, it's like
I feel bad. I feel bad
like,
being the guy that's doing that.
I feel like I'm pointing out that your career sucked.
And so this is our chance to let everybody know that's why you don't hear us do that. That's why you usually hear us say they've been in lots of shows, because we're trying to be. That's the nicer way to say that.
We don't want anybody to feel bad. We're a happy, fun time podcast.
On to the next person then is Joe Carruthers. Joe Carruthers, he's played by Oliver Clark. He's another guy who's been in 1,000 episodes of TV shows, but not worse even than the other girl, because they were at like garbage shows that most of us probably wouldn't be like fans of, but we might have seen because we're channel flipping in the 90s, right? No, most of his stuff is from like 84 earlier sitcom and such television. No. So outside of our realm of being able to see, unless it was a big enough show
that was on like Nick at Night or Turner Classic Movies or something.
But think about how many sitcoms definitely never got that treatment.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
So he was in a laundry list of things that we've probably not seen, but he was in 2 episodes of MASH. That's what he's like super known for.
I like MASH.
So go back. He was like seasons 4 and 5, or I want to say is where his character's at. He comes back twice. He's like Air Force something, or maybe Navy. I can't remember. He's not in the Army. He's in another branch.
I was like, I don't know. It's been so long since I've watched MASH.
But so yeah, but again, I'm not trying to like we already said, not downplaying anything else. He's been in lots of things, but mostly TV shows that we're not going to do an episode of this, an episode of that. But we do have someone that I'm excited that she was here, and that's the woman that played Mary, the woman who was hitting on Santa through the whole movie.
Children's museum lady,
Billy Bird. That's the actress's name, Billy Bird.
Oh,
I love to say that because it's fun.
I saw that in the credits. I was like, oh, that's a cool name.
That's that old
Billy
lady.
Bird.
Do you not recognize her?
No.
She's been on the show before, Bub.
Oh, shit.
She was in Jury Duty with Pauly Shore. She's the old lady with the glasses.
Yeah, with the glasses.
Yes.
Aw.
I know.
I should have paid.
And Home Alone, she's the old lady at the airport.
Oh, yeah, she is, isn't she?
Yeah.
She was in a bunch of shit in the 80s and 90s, now I think about it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Billy Bird. I was too
busy laughing at this horny-ass old lady at the end of the movie.
So I was excited to see her. But that leaves us for the one that I left for last because you're gonna shit yourself. I know you will.
Oh, okay.
So Douglas Seal, that's who plays Santa. That's the last person we're really gonna be worried about here. He was Santa one other time in an episode of like Amazing Stories or one of those like Twilight Zone anthology type shows. Yeah. But he was like a mall Santa in that episode.
Nice.
So it's even better. Yeah. but he was Count Arco in Amadeus. Have you ever watched Amadeus? Artsy movie.
Oh,
Amadeus.
with Mozart and
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
But that's not the one I'm giddy about telling you. I just I felt like making
I felt like I've seen that with like Salieri and all
I felt
that
like
shit.
making you feel like, am I supposed to care more?
I was like, yeah, I watched that in school, I think.
He was the voice of Jafar.
No, he's not.
Yes. The voice of Jafar in Disney's Aladdin.
Oh, he's so soft-spoken and nice in this movie.
It's so wild, like such a booming voice of Jafar. Yeah, so way to go, Douglas Seal.
Did he do the singing parts too?
I doubt that, because I don't think anybody would, like, right? That was a time where they were still definitely using, like, guest singing.
Singers.
Yeah, for most of the characters.
Oh no, the guy who did Hercules, he sang his own bit.
That was like 5 years later.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That wasn't like like Aladdin and those ones were 92.
Yeah, I like Hercules. Yeah. We need to do that one.
So yeah, that he is the last of the people. We have other mainstays,
people who have shown up in other Ernest movies.
We'll be talking about them more, and we'll go into their history more when we get to some of the other movies. But yeah, we have, like other Ernest characters. We have lots of Ernest and the people he plays. I will mention one other appearance that we get in the movie, and that is Vern, because normally we are Vern.
Yeah, normally we're Vern.
And technically we still see this first person
when
we go to Vern's house.
I mean, because you can't cast somebody to be
as Vern. But this is one of the few times where it's not a direct us.
Yeah, him just
Vern.
like looking back at the camera. You know what I mean, Vern?
Because this is a time where we do go to a house that is a house owned by
it's a nice
Vern.
house too.
Yeah.
Vern's doing very well for himself in this.
We get some backstory on Vern for this. This is pretty nice. But yeah, this is it is one of the few times where we get a real embodied, like, Vern is a person, not just that we are a stand-in. Because that's kind of, the theory is kind of just like it came from his show, and it was like or even some of the commercials.
Yeah, the
maybe.
Commercials is
and it's just
Vern
like
he pops in the window at him.
He's your neighbor, and he's calling you Vern, and it's one of those situations where it's like, oh, is he just supposed to be that guy who doesn't care to know your name? He thinks your name is
everybody's
Vern, or like he thinks your name is Vern, and he just never takes the time to. Because again, like, that's the kind of character he is, where he talks over you so much that you'd never get to tell him.
That's
not my name.
Yeah, like, and it's been 5 years. At
a certain point, you're just like, fine, sure.
But no,
Ernest,
in this one, it's an actual.
No,
Santa's even like, he used to hang out with a guy named Vern.
He took care of him. That's what he said. He raised him essentially, right? That's what he said. He's like, and this guy named Vern took him in. Sad story, that one.
So how old is Vern? Goddamn.
That's the thing, because immediately after Santa says that, so then we see Ernest talking about it, and it sounds a lot more like it's a dude his own age.
Yeah, because he's like, he wouldn't have got here anywhere wasn't for me. I taught him everything he knows about nuclear physics.
Right? Like, so I don't really actually know. I don't know if the writers knew what they were trying to say here.
Goes in and proceeds to just completely trash the poor guy's house.
But yeah, so at this point, though, we can just talk about how this is a fucking Christmas classic, because this is a Christmas classic.
Oh yeah.
Again, there's a reason why
it will be playing on cable TV
somewhere,
if not right now, within the week.
Well, and again, right? There's a reason why John Cherry made so many Ernest movies, and this is his favorite. It's because this is it's a great Christmas movie.
You got Santa, he's retiring. He's slipping a little into senility, which kind of bums you out.
It's a more wholesome version of the Santa Claus, right? Like, instead of like, you accidentally killed him, take his place.
Yeah, which is dark as fuck if you think about it.
Santa is realizing his time is done.
Yeah, because he's like, I got to start taking notes and things, and that's not how you're supposed to do this.
And so he's trying to pass it on to somebody.
And he's found like the perfect guy. He's found Mr. Rogers of this world.
Joe Carruthers, Uncle Joe, right?
Uncle Joey's treehouse or something.
Fun time, treehouse fun time. I don't know. What a fun.
It never gets old. They always seem new. Those 3 little words, please and thank you.
He's definitely supposed to be Mr. Rogers, because they even said, like, it's local TV. It's not national television. It's
it's been on for like 30 years.
Yeah, so it's 100%. He is like this kind of like
got canceled for absolutely no reason.
Wholesome guy
until like 10 years later, when some rich guy buys all the tapes and starts just syndicating it out on morning television for all the kids in the 90s.
And then
thanks, Ted Turner.
And then on Netflix today, and
The Dream Will Never Die.
But yeah, so it's again, like I said, it's wholesome.
Yeah,
it's so,
and it's funny. You get fucking Jim Varney doing all his Ernest shit.
Well, and you and the Bob and his brother,
the fat guy and the skinny dude
doing the whole again,
the airport attendants with the reindeer,
unconnected to everything else.
I wanted more of these. There's only like 3 of them, but I love the one where they pop back the reindeer on the ceiling and he just stands there. He pulls out the umbrella. He's like, just in case.
My favorite is when Ernest shows up and he's or the elves. The elves are talking to, or what is it? Whoever it is, and he just does the eye look up. He's just like, I figured somebody'd come asking about it.
There. Yep, I've been waiting for this.
And just the slow look, dude. That guy and his facial like acting, the eyeball when he did the. Yeah, I can't even do it.
I can't. My eyes don't move that quick.
I feel like if I did that, they wouldn't.
It's
pop
almost
back.
like you're like. You have a toy, you pull the thing, and the eyes would just spin around and shit. Yeah, it's one of those basically.
There's so much fun in this movie. There's so many fun things that happen. It's
Ernest Penn and Teller basically. He's got like the wish list fucking Penn and Teller working for him, and it's great.
Well, again, the movie does so much because there's this whole thing with. Is he Santa? Is he not? In the very beginning, right? Like we get everybody kind of being like, "Is he just a
crazy old man?" Because he starts trying to pay with like play money and shit.
But then we get the look into his bag,
the glowing bags, like fucking.
And the
Pulp
ball
Fiction.
that just changes to things, right?
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
Where he Ernest pulls it out as ethereal magic.
So is it because there's like every time they open it, there's like people talking and giggling and like working noises. Is it just a portal to the workshop so you can just reach in and grab?
I don't know.
Shit.
The magic in this world is never fully explained.
No.
And I kind of wish we had spent a
little bit more time. I want to know more about how the bag works.
Because it does seem like it also loses something the more they pull from it. Because when Santa gets it, he does kind of act like
it's a little light.
What were you guys doing? And it's like
because one bitch just keeps trying to find valuable shit. She's like, "Come on, somebody had to have wished for jewels or a CD player."
It's like she forgets that it's also almost more connected to what she's thinking, even if you're hearing the wishes, right? Because when Ernest did it, he kept kind of focusing on what to make it, right? He'd pull out the ball and be like. And we need it to be
maybe this. No,
right?
That's still stupid. Nutcracker, come on. You like a nutcracker.
And so again, like that, because he didn't know, he's just pulling out random
tchotchkes that you'd find at like
the people would want for Christmas.
Yeah, over at like Holbrook's and the Christmas shit. That's all it was.
And so the movie did so much fun stuff. Like we didn't have like a real bad guy though. Right, the closest we had was
I thought maybe like the
studio
agent guy was going to be a bad guy,
but that's the closest we got, and he's not really that bad.
No, not really. He's just kind of a dick.
Yeah, he's not bad. There's no real antagonist. That's another reason why it makes Ernest feel like he's shoehorned in. He's here to be time filler because they were like, well, we don't really have a bad guy, so we don't have anything for him to triumph over.
Instead of doing stuff with the bad guy, let's just have gags with Ernest.
Right, because like think about it, like. There's no triumph, really. They just keep having things like mini hurdles in Santa's way to Joe Carruthers.
Yeah.
Like the first time Joe was like rushed off in a hurry, but then it was like, then the second time it was just like, let's keep putting these mini problems in Santa's way to go talk to Joe a second time.
Oh, he goes to jail.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't he shaved his beard and he's like, no, fuck you.
Dude, the beard thing cracked me up because they made it seem like it was gonna be more important. Like the way Santa freaked out when the agent said shave your beard, and he was like, "No, Joe, don't
do that. You look great, man."
It made it feel like, oh, can Santa not do this if the guy doesn't already look the part? But no, then his magic just makes him like
grow an even more epic beard. This is fantastic.
And so again, it's like, so wait a minute, why did
it matter?
Problem?
Just let him.
What are we doing?
Whatever.
Santa?
Let him. He's a working actor. Let him shave it and go to the audition.
Right?
The fuck's it gonna hurt?
Well, I mean, what's the guy doing the other 11 months out of the year? Santa?
Yeah, for real. Let him be an actor when he's not fucking Santa.
His head.
He needs to get over that not cussing bullshit. Though. Yeah, that's going to limit a lot of roles.
His headshot, is not going to be with the Santa beard. He's going to have to use his regular face here. Come on. We gotta bend some rules.
Without the beard, though, if we were doing like a Gilligan's Island remake, I would totally cast him as the skipper.
So in a movie that does feel like it's all pieced together other stories, I want to ask you, where do you think the elves that are in the story fit in originally? Did they have a bigger part? Because their part in this is so small.
I have no idea.
Well,
it would have to have been something they're supposed to fly the sleigh to Santa.
I don't.
And we
know.
just did the airport shit, so Bob and whatever his name can fucking be in the movie.
I have no idea, but yeah, I
did notice this.
Yell at me, yes, elms.
No, when they show up at the airport and have their passports, you see the name of one of those elves. I thought this was dark as fuck. His name is Verdun Forest. And I was like, oh, why'd we name the happy little elf after one of the worst battles in world history? There's a lot of dead Frenchmen at Verdun.
Maybe that's just how John Cherry rolls.
Throws it in there. I should have looked. Maybe the other elf's name was some other dark ass fucking thing too.
Now
I didn't catch that one. I'm gonna go back and look.
The elves to me felt, again, like, I know we have Santa here, so it's not like you can be like, it felt disjointed to have elves, but it kind of did. Like, they weren't relevant.
There's no reason that Ernest couldn't have just got the fucking reindeer. We could have wrote the story
to where Santa just told Ernest exactly to, like, he could.
Here's the invoice. Go pick up my
Ernest.
reindeer.
I had these things dropped off. Can you go get them? Yeah. Right. We could have done
I
it
feel
that
like
way.
As long as you have like the invoice and shit.
Wouldn't
I feel
that
like
have even helped them with this problem of like trying to keep Ernest busy?
Yeah. Got to find things for him to do.
Well, because that's what the most of the movie is anyway. And so, like, they could have solved their own problem, the writers, by being like, yeah, we don't need these two.
Don't need these two.
So then I guess that means they must have been in the original, and they just weren't thinking that way. They were just like, well, I guess the elves will show up.
We got the MV joke out of it. That was all I needed.
That joke is wild to me because
MV.
Those letters don't look like each other.
At least at the end of the movie when it's EF with the Easter bunny.
Yeah.
That makes a little more sense.
But
M and V don't look.
No, you're like, dude, you're like, what?
A, maybe. A, and you're like the middle part
I want to
of the
see
A is like kind of fudged
I want to
out.
see this writing so that way I can verify for myself if there should have been confusion. Because
I think Bobby's just an asshole and trying to fuck with him.
Got mad when he got called out.
Because he never gets to talk, so he's like, no, I'm going to just stand here and get some lines in, God damn it.
Well, no, because again, Bobby was the one that thought it was the one that knew it was a V.
Yeah.
The big guy thought it was an M.
He's right.
The big guy was if anything, was the one that was just talking to hear himself talk.
That's why you should listen to your silent friend when he speaks. It's important.
He's probably got a reason.
He's probably got a
There's
reason.
a reason
exactly.
he got upset and finally spoke. It's because he was like, "You're an idiot." It's Silent Bob. V. Yeah.
Anytime Silent Bob talks in Jay and Silent Bob movies,
there's a reason.
There's a reason for it. He's either dropping profound knowledge or just screaming his fucking head off.
But either way, you should listen. It's probably important.
The sign on the back of the van.
It is that kind of vibe. When, again, he's very calm when he says V. He just keeps arguing.
But it gets louder each time.
M. V. M. V.
Snatches the invoice off. He even turns it the right way around and he's still like, look, Elmers. Helper Elmers. Elms. Helper Elms.
Yeah. It must be Amish.
Amish. Whatever it is, it's French. Let's move on. You know what I mean?
Vern. They're Vern. Or you're Vern? Am I Vern?
We're all Vern. That's the point.
I'm a dude. You're a dude.
We're all dudes.
We're all Vern. Oh, okay. Again though, guys, it's just timeless Christmas. Like, I don't even know what to say about this.
If you haven't seen this, I feel really bad for you and you need to stop listening to us and go watch it. It's on Disney Plus.
Again, like we said at the beginning,
it's probably playing on fucking satellite right now.
There are only a handful of Ernest movies that are like not direct to DVD, direct to VHS, direct to whatever type movies. They're all worth watching this is the best one. I hate saying that now, looking back and knowing that he is
So not really supposed to be there.
and not really
But,
a focus.
Way to fucking win one. Like from underdog victory here, right? Not even supposed to be in the show, and I stole it.
He did though. So again, like you should definitely go. Like that to me, like finding all that out was the revelation I needed to be like, yeah, everybody should go watch this one.
Yeah.
Like if you need to watch one, yes, it might give you a different idea of Ernest if this is your entryway into the rest of the Jim Varney universe of Ernest. I don't know even what you'd call that.
It's only slightly misleading. He's just not as stupid in this one.
Yeah,
because he only really fucks up like once, and that's when he drives the U-Haul van through the fucking airport and pops the tires.
Well, he died again. We already said he also did the reverse.
Yeah.
Throwing the emergency lights on doesn't automatically forgive that was not a good move.
We're gonna ignore the 8 people he killed in the pile up that he caused.
It does not excuse it, Bo.
I like that right after that happened, fucking Santa's just like, well, you're just a nice guy who likes to help people. I'm like, well, what about all that?
Well, and then like that gets me. I'm actually glad that we got back there because it did remind me of what is the deal with the relationship of Harmony in this movie, dude?
I don't know.
She shows up because she was running away. She's making up all these stories. And then within minutes, she starts acting like she's been friends with Ernest
for years.
Right?
Like he's just the guy I've known around town forever.
Literally, she's there when he gets yelled at by his boss about giving the free ride to Santa, right? And she is totally sitting there after the boss is done, like, Ernest. You gotta know better than that.
It was a no-nothing job. Don't worry about it.
Literally, it was the second or third time of the watching for the podcast that I was like, wait a minute, why the fuck is she talking like that? She doesn't even know this guy.
It's just Ernest's superpower, instant best friends.
He makes everybody so comfortable with him that they feel fine with watching
him get just chewed the fuck out.
Well, and then berating him afterwards because again, she wasn't really being nice. She was like, Ernest, you gotta learn how not to be that guy. You can't.
All you gotta do is lie, man. Because lying is great.
That's right. I forgot that's what her advice was.
Her life lesson for Ernest is like, just lie about it. It's totally fine.
Oh,
she noticed like she was really good at lying in the beginning of the movie.
Well, it got worse.
But like got really bad at it toward the end.
Santa's magic was canceling it out.
Yep.
That's what it was, dude.
It's hard to lie to people you actually like.
It really was canceling it out. And that's why he was losing hit. No, I'm just joking.
That's why she was draining his power.
It was making it go faster than he thought.
Oh,
that was actually part of the story, that he was like, I feel like I should still be able to do that. Why can't I?
It's all your fault, succubus.
Wouldn't that be a thing?
That's not nice. She was like, what, 15?
16?
Yeah, something like that. That's not nice.
She was pretty young.
The little girl.
Yeah.
Be nice to her.
Be nice.
She's not a succubus.
All right. I think we are
just a general average bitch.
Yeah. You know? Again, and we are talking about the character. We are talking about the character.
Totally kidding.
Remember, character.
Exactly.
Bo is not making a comment about Noel Parker. Bo is making a comment about Harmony Starr. Okay?
Pamela.
Okay?
I would have changed my name too. Pamela's a stupid name.
Okay, before we actually get to the end, that is another thing. Did you clock his real name? Santa's real name? Seth Applegate. I do love this because that joke went back to the being booked in jail, right? Because normally when we all think of the scene where someone's booking Santa.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, it's like the Santa Claus, right?
Santa Claus. Kris Kringle. Papa Shishaw.
But here's the thing, like even in Miracle on 34th Street, he gives Kris Kringle, he mentions multiple names. This guy literally only says Santa Claus. He doesn't, when they're like, what's your name really? He doesn't say Kris Kringle.
Santa Claus.
Well, he doesn't drop a Seth Applegate, but he doesn't drop a Kris Kringle. He is meaning we maybe live in a world where Kris Kringle was the
German guy that he got it from before.
Over Santa Claus, and Seth Applegate took over Santa Claus from Kris Kringle.
There you go.
Right?
That's what happened.
I love that it was because again he said he's only been 120. He's not that old. Yeah. They're like, how old are you? He's like 150 or 120 or something. So he's not been Santa
that
he
long.
is not
he's
like,
not been Santa as long as Santa has been a thing.
He is not the eternal figure of the father of Christmas, right?
So,
like
so Saint Nick
Santa Claus
turned it over to Kris Kringle, who turned it over to Seth Applegate, who turns it over to Joe Carruthers.
Well, again, you're being nice and thinking that it's like I feel like there might be more in there than just that.
Probably.
Like again, it's the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah, there you go.
Like we go to every time we get to this like weird passing down.
I am the Dread Pirate Roberts.
It could be anybody.
Sorry. It's my favorite part of the whole fucking movie.
Can't control who the next Dread Pirate Roberts is unless you make.
Should have been Andre. It would have been great. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with that guy.
Yeah. So that's my theory about Seth Applegate.
Yeah, I accept that theory. I have no problem with it at all.
And as that is the last thing in the movie, we can definitely call this
done.
good. Bo, before we are finished, though, let me ask you, what's the thing, dude? What's your thing for this one?
Okay. This bothered the absolute piss out of me both times I watched it. All right, so they made a big deal about like when Joe turns into Santa, he's like, I can do miracles, right? And Santa's like, yeah, you can. Incidentally, I met a man earlier who wanted it to snow. Okay. It did nothing. It didn't help Ernest get the sleigh to them any faster. All it did was like we cut to the business guy being a dick on the phone, and he sees it snowing, and he's like, it's Christmas. You go home and we'll deal with it later. It's like all he did was make him stop being an asshole.
It was totally as irrelevant as Scrooge
right?
Buying the Christmas turkey or Christmas hen, right?
It did no good to nothing. It's like,
so now that guy is nice to one family?
Yeah, like a fucking Ernest just kind of happens to be above them and hits a switch and they fall. Like the snow had nothing to do with it.
Well, the snow didn't point them on where to go. It's not even, there was no like indication here. If the
follow the snow, none of that.
If the miracle was that he made a giant bright light form from them, then you're at least like, he was a beacon for.
There's no way Ernest would have never seen a snowflake. He's too busy doing the fucking Superman 2 around the fucking Earth real fucking quick.
I did for a split second was almost like that's my thing. Is I was gonna be like, shouldn't time have changed?
Mine was almost.
Did we go forward or backward?
Yeah, mine was almost that. Like I didn't like Santa slipping into senility. That bummed me out. I was like, I don't really like that, but. By the end of the movie, when he turns back into Seth Applegate,
I feel like it's gone. I feel like
he's like all better. Yeah, I was like, okay, it's not that bad.
It was if you keep trying to control this power.
Yeah, if you keep trying to be Santa past your prime, you're gonna get dementia.
That's how I interpreted that. All right,
Shane, what's yours? What's the thing about this fantastic movie?
My thing, It is adjacent to yours on the and something else that you've brought up earlier too. Like so we have these reindeer, right? And they're mailed to this place.
They're like shipped on a plane to
the Orlando airport or whatever, wherever we're at, cuz that was just what we had to do. Santa was coming here to find his replacement. The name listed on the shipping thing on who they would release them to was not Santa. It was the Helper Elms.
It's the Helper Elms.
So the Elms were going to drive from there.
They were going to drive the U-Haul. They were just going to load them up with these little tiny people.
But so I don't
one working the pedals, the other one steering.
I don't even think that was the intention. I think that the intention was that they were going to fly the sleigh out of this building.
But they act like they can't later when Ernest does it.
I get it, but this is where I was saying like we run into both
like, what was their original role?
What were they there for? And on top of that though, like again, like the reason it's such a problem is because if they were just going to be flying the sleigh to wherever Santa was, with Joe Carruthers, which again, I remember the reason I would tell you that it has to be that they were going to drive it because, or at least the U-Haul, like you said,
right.
Because so At no point was Santa supposed to show up to pick up.
Yeah.
Like, if Santa shows up to a place with 2 tiny people, are you going to listen to the tiny people about the name of who's here to pick up the package? Or are you going to ask the
if he
adult?
looks like fucking Santa and he says he has people named helper elves, then we'd be like, oh, well, yeah, that tracks.
But you would think he would then be the one speaking.
Yeah, you would.
He would be the one in charge, right? So he would be like, yeah, it's listed for Santa Claus. Because he would be there with him.
Yeah, you would
So
think.
he was never going to be there. But so if we at least live in a world where we think they were going to leave in the sleigh, not the U-Haul. If they left in the sleigh at any point, it travels at the speed of light.
Yeah, the Superman thing, like I just said.
So why would they not just be able to leave the North Pole on Christmas Eve
a good point.
to go pick up Joe Carruthers?
Yeah, just fly the fucking thing.
Well, and listen,
so
right now with you. I've got the answer to your question to me. I got it.
All right.
It has to be that they were gonna fly it, or at best that they know how to fly it, unlike it seemed in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Because when we end, Santa stayed. The elves were the people that were going to be teaching Joe Carruthers how to fly the fucking sleigh.
Yelling at Ernest, do this, do that, pull that thing.
So
they know how to fly this fucking thing.
It had to be that the intention was that they were flying.
So just fly it from the North Pole. Why put it on a fucking plane?
Why?
Well, they would have had to have flown it anyway. Like, because there's no airport in the North Pole. They'd had to have flown it at least to, like, Alaska or something.
They're flying it, period, means
just
why
go
do
the rest of the fucking way.
Why were we shipping? Why were we shipping reindeer? That's not safe.
If they have a budget,
did you see
and if
holes
they don't
in those
spend
crates?
it,
Were there
they
holes?
Won't get more.
Were there breathing holes in those crates? I couldn't.
No,
tell.
that's why that one had to kick a fucking hole in it, because they didn't drill any holes in the damn thing.
You see what I'm saying?
Been in a fucking box for 19 hours.
We almost had a PETA nightmare on our hands here.
And no food. They're sitting there eating their bedding and shit. No, I'm upset now. This is mistreatment of animals.
They probably
terrible.
They probably gnawed
Shame
on their
you.
hooves. You know what I'm saying?
Probably. Shame on you. Bad. It's just so we could have the fat guy and the skinny guy.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. It was like so we could have them in this movie, because it had to be an Ernest movie, and they're like his friends from high school, aren't they?
Okay, so I've got the real world for you here. So we've already mentioned this several times, right?
Yeah.
Jim Varney is from doing Ernest it's a commercial. He was a commercial actor.
Yeah.
He did that as a character in a commercial. The company that owned the rights to that character for commercial purposes also then went back and found these 2 dudes and created these characters, and they were owned by the commercial company. And then since when Ernest started going, they said, hey, we should take these characters with you on your way up.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, they were just commercial actors. They were
you can't do shit like that anymore.
and I remember them being in commercials.
Oh, really?
The commercials would work.
Why do I feel like it's like used cars or something?
It was all kinds of stuff. I want to say one time it was like lawnmowers and shit. And it would work just like this. Like, the guy who talks would just be talking to the other guy like, and you can get this, and we got this, and we carry that. Or, you know, or if it's not we carry that, it's like, you could go pick up this. And he'd just be naming off 1,000 things. And the whole time the other brother...
King, and get your cow feed.
Yeah, and the whole time the other brother would just be sitting there being like...
Because he doesn't talk. Wish list, pin and teller, like I said.
But yeah,
I get hurt in the background, right?
So it's funny because I don't remember ever seeing a Jim Varney Ernest commercial
with them in it.
Well, no, them. Like I like with Ernest. Like, I don't remember. I never witnessed with my own 2 eyes Ernest selling milk or the things that he did commercials.
I never saw that. I've seen YouTube clips of it.
I'm saying I remember on TV
seeing these
2 guys doing commercials. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Maybe we were just in the right area for
that. Well, again, like, that's what I was going to say.
You lived in Indiana, too.
Well,
so.
no, what I was going to say is, because Jim Varney did stuff, when he did it, it was further south. And so what I'm going to tell you is that it's more likely that the company that owned the rights to both characters, or whatever, however that worked, just kept expanding. And so by the time Varney was doing Ernest movies, those guys are still small characters. So they still might be used by that commercial company.
Yeah.
They were that.
So
by
they
that
had a
point,
longer.
and the commercial company owned like more things that they were helping with, and so like it was just that now they lived in an area. We lived in an area that they advertised for.
Nice.
Maybe.
Yeah, they don't. I never saw them. I've seen lots of the commercials for Jim Varney though on YouTube.
You can find them.
They're super fucking funny. You should go watch them.
I would say they were
like
part
hour-long compilations of these things.
I think there's even like a DVD that's got it's like a lot of the early Ernest stuff.
Nice.
You know, like the pre-movie Ernest compilation stuff.
Back when he was still building the character.
All right, though, I think now we are done.
Now
now that we had the random surprise, let's go a little bit further here.
We are done.
But those are the best when conversation just naturally like surprises you. But yeah, we are done. And on that note, though, I have to say, God damn this beer. We were so mean. Not mean. I don't want to say mean. But we were
confused.
When we started, we were like, I don't get these flavors.
Hesitant,
they're
even.
full. They're full of it. There's none of this flavor.
It tasted like beer, smelled like beer. I wasn't getting any of this vanilla cookie.
As it got a little bit warmer.
Yeah, let it get a little warm.
There is definitely a creaminess. There's like a cream ale creaminess going on. And I don't mean cream. I mean cream ale like cream soda cream ale. Like not like a beer cream ale. Like there's a creaminess here that is, wow, it's like...
It's a magic trick. It's temperature based though. If it's too cold, let it sit for like an hour and then drink it.
It has to be because like the amount to which this is creamy right now compared to
when we first did it,
drinks is insane. It's insane. And I mean,
I like it when we get beers that do magic tricks. We had another one that did that. It was awful when it was cold, but then we let it get warm and it was good. I can't remember what it was.
There was literally just one point of this episode where I took a sip, and I God bless you Patreon people and you guys at home who don't have Patreon. Maybe this is the thing to make you do it. It was a shocking amazement.
About the 45-minute mark.
It was a shocking amazement
when it got just not room temp, but a little warm.
It's delicious.
And that 5.6 don't hurt either.
It's delicious, guys. I highly recommend go get some sugar cookie
from Ellicottville.
However we say that.
However, it's the least hick way to say that.
Again, probably a Christmas release only, but tasting this now, I'm telling you guys. Ellicottville.
I think this is just Christmas can. I feel like this is something you can just
hope
get.
that they have this year round because this tastes amazing. Maybe don't lean into the sugar cookie name. Lean into some other kind of pastry. Something you can serve year round. Well, sugar cookies are sold year round. You're right. Maybe this is just we need to do our beer research, right?
Fuck that. We spend enough time watching the movies and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Wait, before we finish everything up, that's actually a good time. So I do want to point out that we found out after editing, and so again, this is one of those timey-wimey things for everybody at home. Yeah. For us, it just came out. By the time you guys are hearing this has been ages and ages ago. But I have to point this out. We did not know that the Arche Brewing's turbo signature for Daryl, that they are a company that has been closed since 2024. I don't even understand how this was on the shelf of the place that we got it from.
No, I'm upset.
I mean, it wasn't skunked.
I'm upset.
You enjoy? Oh no, you're upset for the opposite reason.
I finally find a double IPA that I'm like, this is delicious. It's great. I've said it in the episode. I'm gonna go find more. I can't. Of course. Finally find one that I'm like, this is badass. Can't have it.
So between that and trying to find out if they sell this year round.
Right.
Maybe we should do a little bit. I'm not saying a lot.
A little bit more research.
Well, I'm saying if you'd have known that was a beer that we couldn't ever buy again.
I would have drank it slower.
Right? When you have savored it for the episode a little bit more, you'd have been like,
wouldn't have been sitting with an empty cup like 15 minutes before we were done.
It is kind of wild to think that there are people who might have seen our social media posts and were at home mad. Like that they were like, where the fuck did these people get that shit from?
That?
I'd kill for a taste of that right now. I've not had that in so long.
Sorry.
And I truly am sorry.
I sympathize with you. I'll never get it again either.
And I'm truly sorry because, again, I don't understand how we got it. I don't understand how that place had it on the because we've never seen it there before.
Like a year ago.
We've never seen it on the shelf before. It's not one of those things where we've
literally
always seen it and walked past it
randomly
out of a back room.
They found this just sitting there.
But I will say, it had not gone bad. It tasted
great shelf life for an independent brewing company.
So yeah, everybody
Sad
at home,
to see it go.
Everybody at home can definitely be mad, but no, we are sorry because again, we didn't know that it was the last one, and we never would have been able to guess because that flavor was amazing. And that's a kudos to you guys in your hometown brewery that is sadly no longer
Support
there.
your local breweries.
So that way this doesn't happen
again.
again.
Go drink so this shit doesn't happen responsibly.
All right, guys. You know, we promised you he missed a little bit because he was a little bit, I guess, just busy. He just wasn't ready to sit down and focus on doing some movies. But we promised you he wanted to come back for Christmas. Here we are. It's Christmas. So as we promised, we have Jack, our littlest fan. Although he's not so little anymore. He's getting pretty big. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So we watched Ernest Saves Christmas. What did you think?
I liked it, and he did that like driving in the taxi and in the Santa's sleigh.
Yeah, you liked how he was a bad driver no matter what he was driving.
Yeah.
And what else was it that you told me you liked? You liked one of his imitations more than the rest of them. Which one was that? When he pretended to be somebody.
John Wayne.
You liked the John Wayne, huh?
Yes.
How do you even know who that is?
I don't know.
You don't know how you know him? You just know you know him?
Yeah.
You knew the imitation when you heard it?
Yeah. And I like the new Santa better than the old one.
Yeah, we talked about this, right? The new Santa looks like what Santa's supposed to look like, right?
Yeah.
But the old Santa looked too skinny.
Yeah. How does he be skinny when he eats all of those cookies for like 100 years?
He's eating so many cookies. He should have a big old bowl full of jelly, right?
Yeah, he needs to exercise some. Just some. Why?
Just some. Not as much as that old guy must have been doing, right?
Yeah, we need to do some. What if his belly got too full and he can't do Santa job anymore? And I liked when Ernest was like out on the street like saying
just being goofy Ernest.
Yeah. And that's why he needs to go to jail. Why?
Oh, that's the next one.
Yeah. Why? The next episode?
The next movie. No, not for recording. The next Ernest movie. He goes to jail. It's Ernest goes to jail.
For that?
For Ernest, for that guy being Ernest. The next one is Ernest goes to jail.
Yeah, and the Santa was he looked like he was in a job.
Yeah, he was all dressed up in a suit.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yes.
It's 'cause
and he has the red thing, the
flower.
pocket.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And I liked when the new Santa got it, and then he known everybody's name somehow.
Yeah, the magic was already working, right?
Yeah, and that means that means the memories of everyone came into them.
So, before we finish up, bud, let me ask you. Do you think this is a good Christmas movie?
Yes.
You gonna watch it next Christmas?
Yes.
It's now one of your favorite Christmas movies?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, bud. Anything you want to tell people before we finish?
Subscribe and like.
Good job, dude.
Before we wrap everything up, Bo, what are we drinking for next week?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
This is easy.
This is Jackie O's Christmas Ale.
Because, again, we're going simple, so you knew we had to get a couple of just...
And we've had Jackie O's before. Don't they usually do, the fruit?
No, we've had them for a couple of times. They did Sura Echoes. They did
that's right.
something else recently. Don't make me stretch. I'm
Come
gonna.
on, man.
No, don't. I cannot. I'm not even gonna pretend like I can right now. But yeah, we've done them a couple of times. So
Yeah.
I will say that.
I was I know they've been on the show a few times.
But so yeah, I've got high hopes for this.
Yeah.
It is a honey.
I hope it doesn't taste
honey.
like cinnamon.
It's honey and spices. It's not even just. It doesn't say traditionally Christmas spiced.
Ginger and cinnamon.
Well, again,
actually,
it's not even ginger. Ginger is.
No, ginger's fine.
That's the one that's in the
gets
pumpkin
me.
ones. That again, if you make a pumpkin flavored without trying to do too much sweetness, we tend to like those flavors in the beer, or at least certainly the cider. The pumpkin
the cider was good. Very upset I couldn't find
but
any
Christmas,
more of those.
Christmas is generally like nutmeg, cinnamon. Heavy,
yeah.
right. Like that. It's very much
Cloves.
More, yeah.
Shit like that.
It's a little bit. There's a slight difference, but the difference is there, and it's big.
We've not had a good track record with the Christmas
and we've not had to
ales.
have like a true Christmas ale in a while. I feel like last year, since we were doing the horror movies, we kept finding like the stout, the peppermint stouts,
that
and
was
things
good.
like that. We found ways that we weren't drinking the traditional.
Yep, but we're back to it next week. Well,
Maybe we might be surprised. Let's see.
I hope. I have high hopes. All the other Jackios have been good. So
So our movie for next week, Home Alone. Like we like we said, guys, I'm sure he'll do it again next week, guys.
You have to. It's like the
You do,
biggest
you
thing
do.
from the movie.
But so again, I'm you
You gotta
guys
tell me the first time you shaved your face. You didn't
I
fucking
mean,
do that?
I did use aftershave, so I definitely did that for real.
For
'cause it
real?
really hurt. Yeah.
That was your mistake. You're not supposed to actually do the aftershave.
But yeah, so again, it is us just trying to tie up some of those. This is one of those we were like, I can't believe we've not done that already.
Right.
So we have to do it. So
And we're
Home
going to
Alone.
start
We're gonna
off
have
a
fun.
whole new set of sequels.
That's
that we
right.
have
I
to-
knew this is the one that you were thinking.
That was the
of when
one
you
I was
said it. Yeah,
mentioning
yeah.
earlier.
I knew that's what it was. But so on that, we are officially done. Bo, anything you want to tell people before we go?
How did everybody like the merch?
the
thing at the
little
beginning
tiny
and
tagline? I'm
yeah,
gonna
it
try to
looks-
do more. I'm gonna try to do more.
We have cool shit.
It's a start. It's a start. Well, I want to try to make like a moving something to
Yeah,
be
that'd
like
be
the
cool.
thing
Like,
that goes in there. Like, well, like yeah, all the shirts like fly into
Fly
place or something.
in.
Give me time.
We need to.
It will probably be.
We need
this,
more money so we can buy
Yeah.
like one of everything, and then we can do like the
well, with-
obnoxious fucking
with-
modeling pictures
with actual merch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so give me time, guys. But until then, it'll probably be this for a few episodes. But I will
Yeah.
be working on making a,
Go buy
a
our
longer
merch.
one.
I'll see you all later. Bye.
I'm a dude.
You're a dude. We're all dudes.
We're all Vern.